Zelda, the Princess of Hyrule and the titular character of this entire series. This is an iconic character throughout the entire franchise, so you just know that the design elements of this character has to be good. Just like Link, Zelda's design went through a lot of changes in the early concept. Early designs showed that she was going to have more of a Dynasty Warriors-like appearance, dressed in clothing more fitting in a Chinese empire. However, over time, her look was changed to resemble her design in Twilight Princess. And the designs that were left on the cutting room floor seems to heavily resemble Ina from Samurai Warriors, lightly dressed in white armor with a Valkyrie aesthetic. And the final design itself somewhat resembles Jiao Chan from Dynasty Warriors. The whole entire point of this render of design was to make her a battle princess, portraying elegance and grace in her movements, and having all that reflected in her core design. As a matter of fact, there is a lot of similarities between Zelda and Jiao Chan in this game. Both are arguably the main heroines of the series, both somewhat play the damsel in distress, somewhat, and both are fighting to overthrow an ultimate evil. Zelda also shares some similarities with Zhongchang. Both are princesses who use a bow and arrow as a secondary weapon, who have bodyguards that use water elemental attacks. Zelda's weapon of choice is the Rapier, a weapon she's commonly known for using in every incarnation. One of this weapon's variations is the Glittering Rapier, which is most likely a reference to the glittering spores from Skyward Sword, an item that you can salvage to upgrade your pickups or stun enemies, which may play a role in one of her movesets. Zelda's 8-bit weapon is the White Sword, which is the name of one of Link's Sword and Shield variations. Zelda also uses a bow in this fighting style, and she uses this bow to fire light arrows, which is a callback to her use of light arrows in Twilight Princess. And now on to gameplay, which not only takes inspiration from other Musou games, but this is the first Warriors character in this roster that actually does stuff from the games. Her movement and speed comes from her several iterations from Super Smash Bros., and incorporated with the movement and grace of Nuwa from Warriors Orochi and Jiao Chan from Dynasty Warriors. Her full combo consists of rapid strikes with the Rapier that are imbued with light magic. These attacks are very reminiscent of Nuwa's sword strikes and Wen Yang's thrusting attacks. At the end of the combo, she charges one light magic point. However, her heavy attack allows her to charge her light gauge completely. The use of this light gauge actually changes the effectiveness of her combos. For example, her first combo is a combination of rapid thrusts, which heavily resemble the thrusting skills of Liu Shan. However, with the use of the light gauge, the combo will end with Zelda throwing down a ball of light towards the enemies. This is the same attack Zelda uses in the final boss of Twilight Princess. This attack is also an aerial Musou for Zhuge Dan and Liu Bei. Zelda's second combo is a downward sweep that ends with a powerful thrust. This is another move that Yuan Shao can do. With the use of the light gauge, this combo turns into aerial shots with the arrow, which end in a downward strike with the sword. This is a corralling move used by one of Wen Yang's Musou attacks. Her third combo, which is a combination of rapid strikes, thrusts, and slams to the ground, is a variation of Liu Shan's thrusting abilities and Nuwa's regular combos. With the use of the light gauge, this combo will end with arrows being shot into the air and then falling to the ground. This is similar to how Zhang Zhang ends her combos with her bow and arrow. Zelda's fourth combo is leaping forward into the air while rapidly striking at the enemy. This is a combo that Sima Sure is capable of doing. And with the use of the light gauge, this combo turns into a barrier of light that damages all nearby enemies. This is likely the same barrier that was used in the boss battle in Twilight Princess. However, the way they implement it is the use of Genshio Tachibana's Musou attack, as well as Joan of Arc's Musou attack. Zelda also has a counter attack. By using up one magic point, she can parry an attack by causing a small shockwave. This is the same method used for Musashi Miyamoto's counter attack, and the movement comes from Yuan Shao's combos. Zelda's weak point attack features her firing several arrows in one shot. This comes directly from Ina's Musou attack. Her special attack is a powerful shot with a light arrow, which comes from Xiahou Yuan's Musou attack. Her focus spirit features her shooting a ball of light energy out of the sky. This is very similar to a move that Sima Sure can perform, and again, the bow and arrow skills of Xiahou Yuan. And lastly, Zelda's focus special features her summoning the elements of ice, water, and fire. These are actually the spells learned by Link in Ocarina of Time. Neru's love, Furore's wind, and Din's fire. This is also very reminiscent of Gracia's manipulation of the elements. The common trend with this moveset is that most of these characters are royalty who are really good at fencing, as well as multi-talented archers. A lot of time and care went into the design of this character, and it shows in the cutting room floor with all the redesigns that she went through. But of course they had to, I mean, this is Zelda. Fans would be just disappointed as much if the bare minimum went into Zelda's design. Plus, how many times you can say Zelda has something in common with the Demon King Nobunaga? Of course, I could be wrong about everything I just said about this character. What about Zelda's design did you notice that was similar to other Musou games or other Zelda games? Was there an Easter egg I missed? Why did the design team feel the need to make an article based on the nightgown design? Leave your thoughts down below and tell me, which incarnation of Zelda do you think should have been in Hyrule Warriors? Please be sure to subscribe if you haven't and check out the other videos on my channel. See you next time, guys!
Ha 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 ha!